Congratulations, kid, you got it on time again today. If I'm not mistaken, your phone's battery should be around 62%. If you're right, you're right. If you're not right, please also ask the Yanzu to pretend to guess correctly. The story begins in the vast snow forest. That's young Ryan working with the shovel. This guy has had a dream since he was a kid. I hope that one day I will have a little one of my own. Nest. And fortunately, it was time for him to realize his dream. Ryan, this kid is big and rough and he's full of energy. The huge log was brought down by him and dragged back to the foundation. In his plan, a shelter has to be durable. So in addition to using the top building materials, the craftsmanship of construction must also be paid attention to. Like carbonization. That, of course, is essential. It's like putting a layer of iron cloth shirt on the house. Make him more resistant. While the logs are carbonized, Ryan plunged into the woods again. And this is an inexhaustible supply of wood. In fact, except for his own efforts, other construction costs, almost negligible. For Ryan, whose pockets are cleaner than his face, it's like a pie in the sky. Pretty soon, the processed logs were stuffed into the pothole by him. Then the pit eater puts the other one up. These two stand on one grain. It's a good start to this big project. And then he made a wooden staircase out of local materials, so you're able to climb up and down at height. Now the main event, it's the beam frame that hits the column. Just him. It is not easy to lift to a height of nearly 4 meters, but this kid has a bright brain. I figured out a way to segment it up. It's a thick beam, it's attached to the 2 columns. It doesn't seem like much work on this day. In fact, he was exhausted enough. At least he has the post office to help. Otherwise, this project will have to work until the year of the monkey and the month of the horse. The plan for this dream house. Well, I don't know how many blueprints I drew in my mind. The construction of the triangular pitched roof was chosen. The most important reason is that construction is relatively time-saving, labor-saving. The walls on both sides are like building blocks. It's easy to get it in place, that's all. He went from woodland to construction site. It's just the speed of the logging. I've been working on a bald wall for 3 or 2 years. Finally, with his unremitting efforts, 108 logs are in place. The outline and scale of the wooden house gradually became clear. It's like an emerging work of art. And he went for it. Prepare to block the wall behind the house as well. That lens, it's like a robot that never stops. I've been yelling at wood all day. The sound of knocking never stopped. When he was hungry, he gulped down coffee and nibbled on 2 cans. Although no one is watching him work. But working for yourself is hard work. The small animals in the forest will also come to take a look. Check the progress of the project. This wild area, it's never been this busy before. The wall collapses after work. It just needs to leave a door opening on the other side after a busy few days. He kind of has his own 1/3 acre of land. At this time, the sun shines through the gap into the house. It's like having a little friend working with Ryan. Similar. He then started tinkering with interior decoration. It's not practical to tile the floor. I don't have the craftsmanship and I don't have the materials, so the original ecological solid wood floor, still the best choice. He picked up a 1/2 meter long iron nail, nailed the thick planks together. It looks solid, full of security. But then again, the nearby trees are out of luck. It's been a lot of harm since he started work. Small tree. After entering the rainy season, Ryan had to think about waterproofing and insulation. Insulation layer must have. The rain cloth is also indispensable. He's going to go straight to 3 layers of protection. But the material is called a solid. Wait for him to unfold the last layer of asphalt shop. The black layer really doesn't match the surroundings. So he started to decorate with the TV display again. Here we go. The main project of the wooden house is completed. Next is the assembly of some matching settings, like the stony door. And in order to solve the problem of indoor lighting, he opened a small window in the back of the house again. Another hole has to be made on the other side, so the chimney of the heating stove can be stretched out. Although the usual cigarette pipe is a bit exaggerated, but it is conceivable. The house will be very warm in winter. When cleaning up the space in front of the door, he recognized a problem. It was a failure to reserve the eaves in the first place. So he brought in another log. It just so happens that the beam still extends a length. Just put the vertical plunger to the top to support it, and then sort of starting with the wall. Eventually, it extends over 1/2 meter of eaves. Let's build the platform synchronously. The cabin looks... There is also a sense of mystery and luxury. I think this guy's gonna be really happy right now. The dream of a wooden house as a child has finally come true. Back in the house, he kept adding firewood and raising his salary. He didn't forget. Take care of his old buddy who's out of the palace and working hard. After all, this toy. You've got a right-hand man. Now the family has a problem with eating and drinking. A large river flows nearby. That's even more difficult for him. Don't worry about drinking water. There are also small fish jumping in a blink of an eye. This guy's a good cook, too. In addition to frying, there is also a stewed, fragrant fish soup. One fish with 2 wings, and he was doing quite well. Eat and drink. He added some wood to the stove, then prepared to sleep beautifully until dawn. But this god just doesn't play according to the routine. The sky has quietly changed outside. When Ryan wakes up, the earth was dyed white. Although the stove is still burning, but the temperature fell several degrees higher than yesterday. He was so cold that he only shivered. Shelter is also like a negative hole, chilly. He sprang into action. Prepare more firewood to cope with this sudden weather. But the snow can't stop. I can't help it. He rummaged through the closet. Find a thicker dress and put a little red hat on his head. But there's an upside to the weather. That blazing charcoal fire can not only keep warm, it can also be used for barbecues. The aroma fills the cold air. At this moment, it seems that the whole world has quieted down, and he ended up having this conversation with the House of Dreams.